Hi guys, welcome back to Scratch. In this tutorial, I'm going to be in the next few tutorials, we're going to be creating a Mario game in Scratch, and this is quite complicated. So I will just advise you with that. It is quite complicated, but hopefully, we'll get. This would be a really good thing to do, sort of a mini project, and so starting off in this tutorial, I'm just going to show you how to get the basic scrolling movement and let Mario jump up and down like this. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to show you this tutorial, because we are on a time limit. I don't want to run over. And as you can see, I've got these three images here. This is just for the running, just for Mario running, and this is for him jumping. And I found this sprite sheet on the internet. It's called Mario Sprites, and it's just like it's just a sprite sheet. The link is in the description if you want to get it and follow along with this, which I expect you want to do because you are watching this tutorial. And yeah, it's got loads of sprites. We will not be using all of these but we'll be using some of them. So yeah, I'd advise you to get this sprite sheet, just download it. And also, before I carry on, I just want to show you, I opened it in Paint, and I thought the sprites are kind of small. So if you go in Paint, if you go here and then Properties, I actually doubled the width and the height, and so these, because really originally they're too small and you can't really see them, so I doubled them. And so we'll just close that. And now also you're going to want to download this program called Gimp. It's extremely useful. It's kind of like Adobe Photoshop, except it's free, which is always good. But that is what we're going to be using to get our sprites of the sprite sheet. So yeah. Also, what was I going to say? Well, yeah, let's just get started. You're going to want to get the select tool, and by the way, there's a link in the description if you want to download Gimp. Like I said, it's free, so I would download it, because if you're going to make a lot of games, then you'll want to use this. It's very good for making games, and it supports transparency as well and all that. So yeah, anyway, you'll want to get this select tool. Just don't worry about selecting, because you can move around the selection, and you want to position it over this jump Mario here. It's right at the top under mini. It's just here, and we can zoom in here with this little percentage, and we're going to zoom into 400% so we can see what we're doing a bit better. Okay, and so you'll want to resize this to the boundaries of the jump image. Now the reason I'm doing the jump one first is because it's the largest out of the ones we're going to be using, and we want them to be the same size so that we don't, the images aren't really sort of different sizes. So we want to keep all the images the same size, otherwise it will not work very well. So you should see down here the size will be set to 32 by 32. Don't worry about its position. Well, do worry about its position, just, position it with this, moving it, and it will be 32 by 32. Now what you want to do is either press Ctrl C or right click and select copy, and you want to go File, Create from Clipboard, and that will create this image directly from the clipboard. And we are just going to get rid of this white stuff around the edge. You just move this right. You're just gonna want to get this little tool here, the sort of magic one. It's called the fuzzy select tool. Select that and press delete. Select that, press delete. That, delete. Just basically get rid of all the white stuff around the edge. Yeah, and then press select none, or do Shift Control A, and then we have it, and we'll just save that into our folder. I've just made a folder called Mario Tutorial. You might want to do the same, and we'll just name it Mario, don't know, Mario, or no, we'll just do it shorthand and call it Mario 1, and you'll need to put the file extension, just make it a .png file, .ping, and yeah, and save it. And just leave them all as they are and press save. And there we have it. If we just go in the folder, you can see we've got our Mario Jump. This actually needs to be Mario Jump. Jump. Okay, and right, let's just close that one and go back to Gimp and get our select tool again. Select the selection, like that. Select the selection. And you want to get this, we'll do this one now. Oh no, we may as well do this one. Now try and get Mario roughly in the centre, and don't worry about this white bit over his head. Remember, we want to keep them all the same size, and it should still be 32 by 32 down there. And we just want it in the centre, and then click File, Create from Clipboard. Oh, sorry, I didn't copy it there actually. Just right click and click Edit and Copy and Create from Clipboard. Here we go. And we will just get rid of the white again, and I am conscious I am running out of time already, so yeah, right, that's fine. Okay, file, save, Mario1.png. If you want to, you could don't want to do that. There we go. Right. Just get that in the center like that. Like I was saying, if you want to, you can look at the tutorials for Gimp. It's quite easy to learn. I mean, it's not too complicated. It's just much better than like using paint and stuff, because you can move selections around, and yeah, and you can resize selections. It's just so much easier than using paint. Paint's good for, well, very basic images, but yeah, Gimp's a lot better for more complex images. Okay, I think we've got all the ones we need now, so I'm just going to close this for now, and we'll come back later. So we've got Mario 1, Mario 2, and Mario Jump, and now we're going to import these. Let's just go to just create a new project and get rid of the cat, and we'll just name this sprite Mario. Import them, and yeah, you want to import Mario 1, import Mario 2, and import Mario Jump. Okay, and for some reason Scratch keeps the white stuff even though we went to all that effort. You just want to select the transparent thing and get the bucket and just fill in to make it transparent, and just do the same for the other two. This is very tedious. And if you do miss a bit, you can see in these thumbnails, because it will still have the white background in. And I think that's anyway. Oh yeah, you can see here we've still got white stuff in there which we need to get rid of. Just here, and where are the other bits? Down here. Here, wasn't it? Yeah. And here. Right. Hopefully that's it. Yeah, there we go. Right. So once you've done that, you want to select only face left and right, because we don't want Mario to rotate like that. So only face left and right. And right, so let's get started. What you're gonna first want to do is just drag in a when green flag clicked, and oh, I almost forgot we need the block stuff, don't we? Yeah, I might oh, let's just I'll do that in a minute. Let's just start coding Mario for now. Right, we're gonna need to make a few variables. Now, if you watched my velocity and jumping tutorial, I think it was, you'll understand this a bit better. But we are actually not going to set it to -0.3. We're going to set it to -0.5 because it gives a sort of better effect. And also we're going to need another variable. Make this for this sprite only, and do on and call it on ground. And this this is going to sort of be a true false thing. If it's 0, it's going to be false. If it's 1, it's going to be true, like in coding. That's kind of how it works in programming. But we want to set it to 1 initially because it is initially going to be on the ground. And so 1 is true, 0 is false. And in this forever loop, we're going to want to drag an if and else. And in the top thing, we need to put if on ground equals 1, and this will basically check if Mario is on the ground, then we don't want him to move. I.e., we're going to set the velocity. Oh yeah, we need to make velocity for this sprite only. And we want to initially set velocity to 0 there, and we want to set velocity to 0, and then we're gonna want to change y by velocity. That's pretty much the same as doing set y to y position plus velocity. You can just change y by velocity. Right, okay, and in this else thing, this is basically if he's not going to be on the ground, we want him to fall down. So we're just going to we're going to set the velocity, or we could actually, let's just change velocity by gravity, and this will basically diminish the velocity. So he falls. You should really understand this, hopefully. And if you don't, just watch my velocity and jumping tutorial. That's quite an old video, but yeah, anyway. So we shouldn't move, and if we just initially set on ground to 0, he's going to fall like that, and he's going to accelerate as he falls. But we want him to initially be on the ground. So now also we're going to need to handle going left and right. So if let's just actually make him go to a point at the start. There we go, right. Okay, and if we want to do if key left arrow is pressed, then we want to actually we are going to need to, because this is going to be a scrolling game, we need to put in scroll X. So we're going to need to make a variable called scroll X, and that needs to be for all sprites. And I am running out of time, guys, but I will keep going, just bear with me. And then we are going to need to point him in the right direction. If you don't understand anything, just leave me a comment and I'll do my best to help. So yeah, I hopefully this tutorial will be quite good, because I mean, what I'm trying to say, hopefully you'll understand this. And yeah, I'm rambling. I ramble loads. Now if you want to if you don't understand this, watch my how to make a scrolling game, because I go over this in here. We change scroll X, and I explain why we like reverse it for left it's positive and for right it's negative. And then we are going to need to sort out the costumes, and so let's just clean this up. And we're gonna want to put in an if statement. Hang on, forever if, and we want to put if, we need an or operator, if key hang on, key left arrow or key right arrow. We want to handle the costumes, so we need some other if statements. So if where is it? If costume equals 1, we just need this costume. You can use this to test the number of the costume. If you look in here, you've got the number of the costumes, so 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to say if the current costume is 1, then we're going to want to switch to the other costume to give the effect that Mario is walking. So switch to costume Mario 2, and then we should put this in an if and an else. Hang on. And then we want to switch to costume. Mario 1. Okay. Now you won't be able to see this with my screen recorder, but that is going way too fast. So we need to put in a wait time. Wait. We'll do 0.1 seconds, and we also this needs to be this needs to be an if and an else. So sorry if you're like following along right now. Yeah, this needs to be an if and an else. And if they're not, we just want to switch to the initial costume, just so it looks like he's standing up. So yeah, he can now walk like that. I don't know what that looks like on my screen recorder, but if you're doing this in your own Scratch, you'll be able to see. Right, so basically I'll just go over this. If the key left arrow and key right, or the key right arrow, if it's pressed, then we want to and then in that we test for the costume. So if it's the first costume, we want to switch to that costume. So if it's the first costume, we want to switch to this one. If it's this one, we want to switch to that one. So they'll go back and forth, and we will just want to do a little wait time so it doesn't go really, really fast. If they're not pressed, then we'll just switch to the initial costume. And so yeah, I am really running out of time, so I might not be able to do the actual scrolling part yet. But we'll put in the jump. We'll do that because then we can just, you know, we can just, well, it will look a bit better anyway. Okay. Right, so we need a new script. Oh, why does it do that? It's be down here. Right, okay. I'm gonna put in a forever loop, and we're gonna test. We are going to test for the space key, or no, let's do the up key. This is for the jumping. Hopefully that's put it. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay. And we want to actually see whether on ground is true, because we only want to be able to jump if he's on the ground. So if on the ground is true, i.e. it's 1. See, if it's 1, that means true. Then we want to change its velocity. So set velocity to, and we'll make it 10. You can play around with the values a bit, and if you want to, and we'll just change y by velocity. and we're also going to want to actually set on ground false, because when he jumps he's going to be off the ground. So set on ground to 0, that means false. So once we jump, he's going to go down. Oh, sorry, yeah, that's my alarm. I was wondering what that was. That's my alarm. So sorry if that scared you a bit, guys, but anyway, we need to stop now. So yeah, that is just the basic movement, and yeah, it's not really looking too good yet, but in the next tutorial we'll just add in the scrolling, and we'll sort out this on the ground thing. So yeah, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, then a like's appreciated, and if you want to watch more videos, then a subscribe is also appreciated, and stick around for the next one, the next marriage tutorial, and that will be good. So yeah, see you later, bye.